Hello everyone and welcome to Just Add Spooky. That is the name of my new coloring book which I am releasing soon. It has a whole bunch of amazing drawings specifically inspired by the 52 artist trading card spooky Halloween deck that I made 2 years ago. If you know what I'm talking about, then extra shout out to you. Go ahead and comment a pumpkin emoji because you deserve recognition. You've been here a long time. So I made a coloring book inspired by all 52 of these spooky images. Some are more cutesy and some are more spooky, but all of them are going to be so much fun to color in. So the first two that I wanted to start off with are this Dreamer Girl one, and I wanted to do this lava lamp one as well, which is going to be the front cover of the coloring book. But this one is actually going to have a contest so that you can color it in and enter for a chance to win one of my new spooky Halloween coloring books for spooky season. Here's a little sneak peek at some of the drawings that you might see a little glimpse of in my coloring book. Like I said, they're inspired by my 52 artist trading card series, so go ahead and catch up on that if you haven't. And here are the two coloring pages I'm going to be coloring in today. I'm doing this one first, but then I'm going to move on over to the Dreamer Girl, and if you want to color along and enter the contest, just go to my website, Anchored Art Designs, hit the coloring pages tab, go ahead and scroll down till you find the Dreamer Girl, and then you can either print it out to color it traditionally or color it digitally because it has no background. Either way, go ahead and grab it. Even if you don't want to enter the contest, you can color it too. To enter the contest, share with me on Instagram at Anchored Art Designs or here on YouTube, and let's get spooky. Let's get to coloring. I wanted this spooky lava lamp to glow with bright Halloween colors, so I started off with a neon orange to really make sure these pumpkins popped. This lava lamp is full of cute, spooky little Halloween things. What comes to mind immediately when I think of Halloween is 1, pumpkins, 2, spooky little cute ghost. I especially love the little, ghost emoji with his little tongue out. Super cute. So I wanted to keep along with that theme. I decided to make this coloring page look very similar to what the front cover of my coloring book is going to look like, but you could color this one in so many different ways, and I love to see the different color schemes that you guys come up with. But for now, I'm going ahead and just coloring it with a pink and purpley background and really making sure that the ghosts and the pumpkins pop off of the page. And I want to add a lot of detail into this one to make sure that it looks extra magical and spooky. This lava lamp is actually not a part of the original 52 art cards that I did make. This one's a little special addition to that, but I did want to keep really true to the original 52 throughout the rest of my coloring book because that was such a special collab with you guys. You guys gave me all of these awesome ideas to do spooky themed cards with, and that has been such a highlight to me. My favorite things that I've done with my channel have been those spooky artist trading cards, and my coloring book just adds sparkles, so this marries the two together in such a fun way. I love spooky things and I love cute things and I love sparkly things and I love coloring. I just cannot get enough of my Ohuhu markers. I just want to use them all the time. So this just blends everything together perfectly, and this is so much fun. So I really want to make sure that I do these pages justice and color them in some really funky ways that I may have not tried before. For this one, I really wanted to use a lot of bright colors and try to get it really neon. At first, I was like, what color scheme should I do? I kind of overthink a lot, but my husband was like, you should just make it look like the front cover that you made for your book. And I was like, ooh, that would be fun to turn the digital into traditional and try to do it with my Ohuhu markers would be a good challenge. So that's what I'm doing here, trying to make sure everything looks very saturated in neon and of course ultimately spooky. I love Halloween and spooky season vibes so much. My heart has been so happy that it's here again. It kind of feels like it's been forever since there's been fall. I feel like this year has gone by so fast and it needs to slow down. But at the same time, I cannot wait for some fall weather and some fall leaves on the ground. I'm so excited about that. And this coloring book means so much to me because I seriously am obsessed with spooky, cute things. And I think this blends those all together very well. But but now it's time to start adding in some final details and finishing touches to this page. Something fun about this coloring book is that it's going to be 6x9. Sometimes when I do my other coloring book that's a full-sized page, it kind of makes me overwhelmed and I don't want to color in the background because I'm afraid of using too much of my ink because I'm too scared about using up my favorite colors. But for this one, it's the perfect 6x9 size, so I just went ahead and colored in the background, and I feel like I could make a complete spooky picture and do the whole thing filled in with color, which is really fun and is going to be a little different touch than my other one. So I went ahead and worked on the background for this one and just added in extra sparkles. You know, I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. And then it was time to add in those finishing details. I added in some colors around to try and make the lava lamp look like it was glowing. And now it's time for my favorite part, the white gel pen highlights. I went ahead and used probably too much white gel pen as usual. You know that I have to do that. But this was really fun because lava lamps are obviously glass, so I loved getting to use the white gel pen to create little glass reflection marks all over the place. I feel like this really sold the design and brought it together. And now I'm just adding in some last minute details, making sure everything looks as spooky and vibrant and cool as it can. I went back in and made that pumpkin even more of an obnoxious orange, and here is how this first one turned out. It looks pretty similar to the page that I made for the cover of the coloring book, and here is how it turned out. I think it is so fun, and obviously the design was so fun to color in. But now let's color in this Dreamer Girl together. If you haven't printed yours out, go ahead and let's get to coloring. I feel like you could go so many different ways with this one. This time I kind of had a story in my head for her, and I wanted to create that background and make her look like a character that had a really cool story and kind of a lore to her. When I made my 52 Spooky Artist trading cards 2 years ago, they all had a word that themed the entire design and that built the card around it that you guys helped me come up with. So for this one, it was dream. So I created this kind of dream girl with stars around her and a moon, very nighttime themed. And I felt like it would be cool to kind of give her a backstory. First of all, I always think of dreams as very light and fluffy, almost kind of cloud-like and like the nighttime. And I don't know, maybe that's just me. That's like a weird association, but that's what I think of. So the first thing that came to mind for me was cotton candy and pastel colors. So I made her skin this light pink, and then I wanted to make her look super whimsical and kind of like a dream herself. So I went ahead and added in a lot of pastel colors and shades. I added in pink, yellow, blue, and purple into the hair because I felt like that would look so whimsical and magical and very cool. So I went ahead and added in those colors. I also made sure to make sure, I did, to make sure that she looked sleepy and kind of like she's, tired herself, like she's been dreaming herself maybe. So I added in a whole bunch of bright colors at first. I feel like she is the person who casts dreams and allows you to have beautiful, peaceful, sweet dreams at night. That was my thought. Kind of, play on the word sweet dreams, a cotton candy person who helps you have beautiful, lovely thoughts at night. Which is kind of ironic because people usually say you shouldn't eat sugar before bed because that will give you nightmares. But we're just going to ignore that small little detail. So I kept going in with my pastel colors, making sure to keep this image super light. I really wanted it to feel dreamlike, and I wanted the colors to be really soft. I always use dark, bold colors, and this is the first time I've made a drawing only using pastel colors. So I was really happy about that. I feel like it turned out so beautiful, and I wanted to keep it really light feeling and really airy. So once I had added in all of my bold colors, I took a even lighter shade to the shades that I added through the hair just to blend in the rest of the details. So for the hotter pink color, I took a very light soft pink and blended out those colors together. That way everything just was really smooth and light and faded into each other, and it was really, really beautiful how it was turning out. And I love this color scheme. I'm so glad that I took a chance to try it out, and it was so much fun to do. I feel like I said, you could take this one so many many different ways, and I really liked this pastel take on it and making her kind of a magical being instead of just a human like in the first one that I did. So now I'm going ahead and working on the details. I asked my husband what color eyes she should have, and he said green or blue. So I made one blue and one green just for extra security measures. And then I asked him what color the background should be. I really needed some help this night. And he told me that it should be a purpley dark blue background. So I went ahead and added that color, and it was perfect. It made her pop off the page so well. And now it's time to add in the gel pen details. This one needed a lot of them. I kind of wanted her to look glowy and just keep with the super whimsical feeling. And now it's time for the gold. I decided to color in all of the stars on this page with this shiny gold gel pen. I can't help myself. I'm addicted. I felt like it would be cute though to give her a little helper that helps her cast our sweet dreams. So I put in this cute little star, and of course I made sure to give it some blush to make sure he looked extra friendly. And then I just finished coloring in the rest of the stars. I put on some stars on her face like little freckles, and I even put some dots on there and smeared them down just to create some pretty shimmery gold dust on her face, and it looks so pretty and it sparkles, so obviously obsessed. And then I added in an earring. I felt like that would be fun, and then I just finished up all of the stars on this page. It has a lot around, so I wanted to just make sure they all matched and were the same bright gold color. And then I decided to add in a little more hot pink to the eyes to make her look extra sleepy tired, and just to add in some deeper colors and saturation. And then it was time to add in the finishing details. I made the moon silver. It looks like I'm just coloring with white. I'm not. It's just that reflective. And I also outlined her in silver as well, just to again really make sure she popped off of the background and to make her look extra shiny and sparkly and magical. And then I added in even more white gel pen around the stars to make them look like they were glowing as well. And then after that, this one was finally completed, and it looks so beautiful. She looks like a magical being that grants you sweet dreams and a sweet bedtime, and I think it looked so cool. I love how it turned out, especially the silver and gold parts, that glitter of course, but I cannot wait to see how you guys color this one in. This was inspired by the dream card, and this is how mine turned out, but I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Again, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Anchored Art Designs, or here on YouTube also at Anchored Art Designs, so I can see what you create. Here's a look again at the first coloring page we did, and I cannot wait for you guys to be able to color this one in too. The spooky lava lamp is so much fun. I love the cute little ghosties and the pumpkins, although the ghosts are trapped in the lava lamp. I don't know how that happened. And then of course we did the dream girl, which turned out super sparkly and whimsical, and I cannot wait to see how you guys color that one in. These were so much fun to color, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on all 52 spooky coloring pages. My coloring book, Just Add Spooky, will be available on Amazon.com September 9th, so mark your calendars so that you can have your own spooky coloring book this season. And for a chance to win one of my coloring books, don't forget to submit your Dreamer Girl drawing by September 27th on Instagram or YouTube at Anchored Art Designs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!